Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Today we have a very exciting video. Oh my goodness, I have been waiting for this moment. You can tell from the title, we have my very first set of the Ohuhu Honolulu 320 alcohol markers, and oh my goodness, I have been waiting on this for a very long time. For those who don't know, I have been a part of the coloring community. This month makes it officially a year. Yes! 365 days of being a part of this wonderful community, and it has been one of the greatest things that I could have ever done for myself, joining this hobby of adult coloring. It has just done like tremendous wonders to my mental health, like my well-being. Picking up this hobby, just having that feeling of being able to have those markers hit that page and having my creativity unlocked in ways that I never knew was possible before has just been incredible. You know, this has just been a really big deal this past year with me learning different new techniques and just really getting an understanding of how alcohol markers work, trying to grasp how it works with different types of paper, you know, and cardstock and printer paper and things like that. There's so much that goes into it that I had no clue about, that I've just been having so much fun over the past year learning and understanding. And when it comes to my coloring journey, the reason why I even started joining the coloring community and decided to maybe I should just give this thing a try was because I've always loved coloring as a kid, but I never felt like I was like, you know, super creative. I've always been creative when it comes to reading and writing, but when it comes to arts and artsy type of things, I've never fully been in it that way. But it was something about seeing those alcohol markers when other girls were showing up on my timeline, slowly but surely using ohuhu, where I'm like, those markers seem like they color so smoothly. And when you really know what you're doing and you're not able to get any streaks on your coloring page, it is just so flawless and perfect looking. That is what attracted me. So I just want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to the brand Ohuhu, because technically they're the reason why I have been in this for the past year. When I first got into my coloring journey, I started off with a 48 pack of Ohuhu markers, and let me put this new pack to the side and let me bring you into my old pack. So I have this cute little Lazy Susan. If you guys watched my desk tour when I moved in here, then you'll have seen this already. I'll make sure that I link that video so you guys can watch that if you haven't after you're done with this. But these are all of the Ohuhu markers that I currently have that I've collected over the past year. So in this little Lazy Susan, there's a little over 250 markers, I think, or whatever the math is. I'll just let you know I have a 48 pack that I started off with that's in here. I also then ended up getting a 120 pack of Ohuhu markers. After that, I got a 24 pack of skin tones. And then after that, Ohuhu did collab with me on TikTok Shop and sent me a 48 pack of pastels. So I'm really grateful for that. And then I do have this 24 pack of the Honolulu Plus alcohol markers. So these are all the Honolulus. This is the Honolulu Plus, and the only thing that's different, if you guys don't know, with the Honolulu Plus series is it has a different brush tip. I think these are also chisel as well, and it's like a rubber tip. So yeah, still like getting kind of used to using these and working with these, but I really like them. So for the time being, since I now have my 320 set, I'm just gonna put these to the side, and these are just gonna be my backups. It's out with the old and with the new, and I am so incredibly happy. I have never, like I said, this is my very first 320 set. So the fact that there's so many colors in here that I've never even worked with before, I am so excited to get into this. I mean, oh my goodness, just at my first glance, there's so many different colors that I can't wait to use, like R513, which is a deep wine. That color looks gorgeous. We've got ripe mulberry. Also, if you don't know, the Ohuhu Honolulu markers, the 320 set does come with swatch cards, just like all the rest of them do. And since there's 320 markers, you get 4 swatch cards. So When it comes to getting a new set of ohuhu markers, the swatches are pretty much my least favorite part. They take so much time, and for some reason with my ADHD, it gets very difficult for me to find the marker that I'm looking for to swatch it. So this is going to be a bit of a process for me, but I try my best to just make it as enjoyable as I can. I put on some music, listen to my favorite podcasts, or I put on my show. Shameless plug. If you guys don't know, I do have a podcast. It's called A Little Bit a Lot. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube as well. So I'll be sure to link that in the description below. And I just try my best to just, get through it, push through. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these markers, and then I can't wait to continue to make some fun coloring videos for you guys. I really enjoy doing those color with me videos, and I just feel like the possibilities are just endless now with all of the markers that I have, with everything that I could potentially create with this. Everything that you're seeing here with these markers, I have purchased this with my own money. And I also do have a discount link that you can click in the description, so you can get 10% off your ohuhu order as well. If you want to use that, that's always going to be there. So yeah, ultimately I'm just, like I said, over the moon and excited to get into these. So let's go ahead and swatch these, and then once I'm done swatching them, then of course we have to organize them by color. I like to keep mine in a color group: the yellows with the browns, the grays with the blacks, the blues with the purples, that sort of thing. So you're gonna see me do all of that as well. Before we get into that, make sure you give this video a like if you're feeling it. Comment down below to let me know, what do you think about ohuhu? Have you tried their alcohol markers? Do you love them as well? And subscribe. I'm almost on my road to my first 400 subscribers, so I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, we are all done. I just finished organizing all of the colors inside the 320 pack. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I do have the fine tip and the brush tip. I do work well with chisel as well, but I don't really prefer it. So we've got the yellow and oranges, we've got some of the browns and some of the pinks and reds, then into some of the violets, purples, blues, into the greens, and then into the grays and black. So this is typically how I like to organize all of my markers. All right, so there you have it. All 4 of the swatch cards are completed. We now have all of the markers organized by color. I will be getting another Lazy Susan in the mail, but in the meantime I decided to just organize them by color ahead of time in this container, in this bag, and then when I get my new Lazy Susan, I will then put in all of my markers, because the new one that I have, according to my measurements, the one that's coming should fit all 320 of them, because the one that I have now, like I said, only fits around like 250. So hopefully that new one works out for me. And I mentioned it on my desk tour video that I know a lot of people are anti storing their ohuhu markers vertically, but I personally don't really notice like any different in like the longevity of the markers storing them that way. So I've done both. I've stored them horizontally, I've stored them vertically, and they still work well for me. In the end, the swatches ended up taking me 3 hours, a little over 3 hours to finish, and then like almost 1 hour, about half an hour just to organize all of these by color. So it is really time consuming, like I said, but it's worth it in the end. You do it once, you don't have to do it again, and then everything is exactly where it should be. Again, thank you so much guys for watching. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like this video, comment down below to let me know what you thought about it. Are you feeling ohuhu markers? And subscribe. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.